Hey, this is Smeej. This video was recorded on Twitch, so if you want to watch more casts or me feeding MMR, come check it out. Alright, welcome everyone to the Spring Tour Division 1. Got a game here between Liquid and GAIMIN Gladiators. Draft's already completed and both teams are 5-man smoked out of their bases. Going into a bit of different directions here though. Hitting each other in the mid lane, getting some wards on these cliffs. Well, they're spotting it out. Despite Dyrachyo having the high ground there, Boxy does end up taking that ward. Soon they're going to bring over someone else. Rubik with the sentry simply does not have the attack speed to deal with that.
30 seconds to showtime.
But yeah, Liquid has their full roster back in this competition. That'll be fun to see. The Liquid players, I believe they're playing from home now. Not quite ready for the boot camping after that last tournament. And people just need a little bit of time to recover, mainly Boxy.
And they're off.
But as the game begins, we're going to see if players on Team Liquid are ready to go, despite their slightly lacking of practice as a team in person. Just jumping around, seeing where everyone's warding. Sania actually going for this ward instead of the one in the river. But in the safe lane, we got a Terrorblade Dazzle against Death Prophet Tiny. It's going to be pretty easy for Insania to get the attacks in. This Tiny needs a level to get that Avalanche Toss combo. Actually starting with the tree throw though. And back in the top lane, got Zai on a Visage. Oh, there's Boxy. Dragging the wave. Does not want to deal with Celery on the Rubik or Dyrachyo's Naga Siren. If they can accelerate Zai past that level 2 straight to level 3, it's gonna make his lane that much more easy. Boxy doing a fine job of connecting that wave behind the tier 1 top tower. The first blood comes out in the bottom lane. It's looking like Insania had a good poison touch there. Was able to chase down that Death Prophet. Doesn't have level 2 for that Spirit Siphon yet, so gets run down in the first blood into the pocket of Insania. Mickey now using his reflection while under the effects of Metamorphosis. Still be able to bully out that duo for the time being, but it's now expired. In the top lane, Boxy's still doing shenanigans. Tries to drag the wave, but it looks like it's been connected behind the tier 1 tower already, making it difficult for Zai to get his level 3 still. And in the mid lane, pretty even here between Nisha and Quinn.
I'm out.
Dazzle!
But Zai finally gets the wave behind his tower again. See if he can get his level 3. He will be securing that, and Boxy just avoiding the confrontations at the moment, staying in that jungle. Oh,
Someone took out
courier pick there, and Boxy feeds himself to the creep camps. He wants to reset his life. Wow, okay, Insania got another good poison touch off. Some good harass onto Tofu. Pretty low on mana, actually 3 mangoes. He's gonna be just fine here, and Mickey happy last hitting under the tower. Foxy respawns back to the top lane, doesn't refill the bottle, and they're going on to Zai. Can he push off the enemy? Onslaught coming in. Here's the trample. Duraccio taking some serious damage, but maybe backing it off, and Zai very low. Another Naga spin could finish him. Oh, he just takes a right click. And he will, yeah, the Riptide actually is what it's called. And more kills are coming out, oh my goodness. And the bottom lane supports trading lives for each other. Who's getting those kills? Each core got one. Nice for them. And then in the mid lane we're just seeing this 1v1 brawl coming out here. I don't think anyone's even gone for these water runes quite yet, they're just duking it out. 27 to 19 though. Slightly puck favored, but it's going to be really hard to bully out this niche invoker with that innate regeneration.
Rock on.
Things have stabilized after those deaths, and now with these full regen heroes, they're going to be looking to make some plays. A little bit of dancing around in the top jungle, Boxy chasing Celery a bit, and preventing any lane pulling in the mid lane. Saw a little jump, but nothing quite happening there. Most action in the top lane, actually, and Boxy's once again trampling onto Celery. He's getting quite low. I don't know if the... Oh! Final Soul Assumption will finish off Celery. The vision provided by Primal Beast. Now 3-2 here, 6 minutes in, allowing Boxy to rotate to the mid lane after that death. Here comes the 6-minute power rune. It's gonna be bottom. A DD, and Tofu's already there. Successfully securing it for his core. Unfortunate luck there for the side of Team Liquid.
What have we here?
And we're seeing Nisha build into that Meteor Hammer Invoker.
Denied.
The Ring of Regen, Ring of Health, plus his regeneration orb. It's going to be pretty hard to take him down, even with a DD. Back in the top lane, we see Boxy. Back in lane with his partner. Zai at a level 4. These illusions are such a nuisance at the moment. Or this Visage. Already kind of tanky, and the Riptides dealing quite a bit of damage to Zai. Still, Boxy doing his best to give his core that
happened to the Radiance Courier.
solo experience that he needs to stay on top of this game. And I'm wondering if Quinn is going to be making any sort of rotation with his double damage rune. Seems the bottom lane has been pretty stable for a few minutes now. Neither side able to take a kill. Fight at the moment.
Your attempt was pathetic.
Back in the top lane, Boxy getting netted up.
Double damage.
A good chunk of damage, but he's a tanky boy. He's just gonna walk it right off.
Dire's bottom tower's getting the business.
Mickey and smartly plays back by his tower. He saw the hard camp get connected there to the enemy creep wave. Oh, some action in the mid lane. Here comes the Dream Coil onto Nisha, but rotation by Boxy and Onslaught, a trample.
Merit.
Sacrificed to shadows.
Quinn is able to phase out, but he's still gonna die.
Dire's mid tower.
Quite a hefty amount of rotations there for that mid protection. the counter gank, but they do get the kill, so maybe pretty good there for Liquid. And a completed Meteor Hammer. He's gonna begin laying into this tower. Tofu. Getting some of that EXP, but Quinn is already back.
The Dire went and fortified
Liquid
their
so fast on that
structures.
mid reaction.
Dazzle. That should help.
And another Meteor Hammer. Right onto that
Difficulty.
tier 1
Therefore, I'm
tower.
trying to
Mid
bust down radiant
Nisha
structures now.
is uncontested at the moment because Quinn is looking to do some damage in the bottom lane. He takes the creep wave. He's got a lot of teammates around him. They're looking to pressure Mickey, but he's been just tucked away in these trees.
Dire's mid
GAIMIN
tower
Gladiators
won't last much
are
longer.
a little hesitant to dive that tier 1. They know that the rotations could come in.
Hope the Dire weren't partial to that mid tower.
A Primal Beast TPing in under the tower is quite a potent hero. Oh.
Dark light.
A very long TP on Ace. He's just standing there taking the damage, but he does get out. However, it is just back to his tier 1, so Quinn's looking to potentially come back in, but Foxy's here. The onslaught, the trample, stuffed by a Dream Coil, just on one hero though. Both teams kind of feeling each other out, not too ready to entirely commit to these big team fights. Not wanting to give up an early advantage to each other.
Silence.
Well, here comes Nisha. He's ghost walking around looking for a play. He's looping around the back of GAIMIN Gladiators, but they scan him out somehow. Maybe they're looking for Boxy. I don't know if they know that this is actually Nisha, and here he comes with Tornado at the ready and Boxy to follow up. But thinks better of it, actually. GG spotting the Invoker on the edge of a sentry. They pretend like he's not there.
Radiant's mid tower.
And we're back to farming. Zai having a pretty quiet game here in the top lane. He's 30 last hits, which is pretty bad compared to the rest of the the cores in this entire game. Just about half of the next lowest person above him. Archer's been very oppressive, but here comes a rotation. Do they find the correct Naga? He does not have Song of the Siren, and he's successfully dodges some spells. Liquid do not want to climb those stairs.
Dire's top tower's getting beat down. Radiant's bottom tower's seen better days.
So although Zai's had a poor start to this game, it's looking like
Dire's top
Mickey
towers, you know the drill.
has done quite well,
Radiant's
along
bottom
with
tower in a
Duraccio.
pretty
Both
sight right now.
carries quite farmed
There
at the
goes
moment.
Radiant's bottom tower.
Head to head.
The Dire might want to mine their top tower.
This outrage. No.
It's looking like two supports dying in each other's opposing jungles. They get
The Dire
caught out a
might
little
wanna
bit.
mine their top tower.
Just kind of scouting where each enemy team is
Dire's top
with their
towers,
bodies,
You know the drill.
keeping Mickey safe.
Dire's got one last top tower.
Foxy, though, such a nuisance. He knows the power of his hero. He knows how tanky he is, and he can position himself deep in this enemy jungle. Is not afraid of any enemies going onto him. He can just onslaught away. And at some point, Nisha took down that tier 1 mid. He continues meteor hammering these waves. and continues farming. Okay, as well, but all three of the cores on GG are just slightly ahead. Zai being the main problem right now. He's had a rough time getting his game going. But despite his rough start, he will be building auras, which will be invaluable in these large team fights. Oxy once again onslaughting in, but the lift comes up. They lift him in deeper. A two-man Dream Coil. Meteor Hammer connects onto one, and Zai is going to be connecting from the top. Trying to take down Tofu with the Soul Assumption, and the Familiars are dropping bombs onto Celery.
Radiant's top tower is taking hits.
Just Boxy going down. He's getting a little antsy here, but providing his team that frontliner to get things going in these team fights. Look how deeply Dyrachyo is farming. During that team fight, stealing the Ancients of Liquid.
Radiant's top tower's hurt.
Now Zai needs to be a little bit careful. The net into a few Riptides and Ace as well. They pop the Exorcism, but another Onslaught Trample comes in. It's gonna have to use the song, and are they gonna be backing it out of here? It's looking like they might. Ace doesn't really want to waste his Exorcism though, so. Although GG is together, they decide to TP out Dyrachyo and back out as a team.
What have we here?
So he's got that finished. Vladimir's gonna be building into a Mech Greaves, continuing that aura theme, playing around the illusions of his Terrorblade. And a Mickey, actually. What is this? Gonna be going for a Sacred Relic. Radiance Terrorblade. That's new. And Boxy finding Dyrachyo, but a very hard kill to get. Just pushing him out of there.
Towers seen better days.
Support battle. Insania actually 2v1. He's gonna turn and run. But they continue chasing, not quite close enough for the lift, but Zai loops around. But Zai's been looped on by Tofu. Now he's the one caught out. He's able to TP with the help of a Shallow Grave, and now Insania is gonna have to turn and run. He's getting zucked. Doesn't have the shard. He's got 20 stick charges, but he decides to hold him. But I don't think he would have lived there. He's still got the nuke at the ready. Okay, Quinn with another DD. Comes Nisha ghostwalking, trying to look for Quinn. If he gets the tornado first, doesn't have it at the ready. Instead, Cold Snap. Quinn immediately phases out and pulverized by Boxy. Nowhere for him to go. Quinn a little bit caught out there, and Boxy, he seems to be everywhere this game. Not a good sign for GG here. The tier 1 mid is still up, 17 minutes in. But the power of Dyrachyo, I guess, should not be underestimated. He's just biding his time, getting stronger.
Best do something about that bottom
The
tower.
showcase will be coming soon. I'm sure Liquid are all aware of this. I'm wondering.
Guess what's happening?
Yes, Insania is going to be prioritizing the shard on this Dazzle, a way to immediately take care of these Naga illusions, as well as Terrorblade building at Radiance. Just trying to really nullify the power of these Naga illusions, but Radiance here, something we're not really used to seeing on a Terrorblade. Kind of playing like a Naga Siren in a way. Like he can send out his illusions and they'll be farming all the camps that they can find. Smoke comes out on GG. Crossing the river, and who are they going to be finding? They don't really care about Insania. Not the most ideal kill, but they would like to get anything so that they can take this tier 1 mid. They easily loop around and catch Insania. Nothing they can do about that. The exorcism's popped.
Radiant structures must have been fortified.
And Boxy and team
Radiant's mid
group
tower
up to defend this one, or
using
will they just let it go? Probably let it go. Exorcism level 2 is just a bit
Radiant's
too
mid
scary
tower
at the
ain't doing
moment.
So good. Dire's top tower, you know the drill.
But is GAIMIN Gladiators going to stick around? Are they going to be looking for additional pickoffs here? The top
Dire's
lane,
top tower's getting beat down.
a little bit of a rumble between Zai and Duraccio. Here comes Liquid looping up. They're potentially looking for this Naga Siren if they dip back into the jungle.
Radiant's
Oh,
mid
instead,
tower's getting
scouted
banged
out by Quinn. And into the Roche Pit team Liquid goes. They've got an entire team around them. Is Ace gonna TP back? They don't have the Exorcism at the ready, so GAIMIN Gladiators might be giving this one up for free.
Out for fallen rock.
Silence.
Dark light.
Roche had it covered.
And there it is, the first Aegis for the side of Team Liquid. GAIMIN Gladiators do secure that tier 1 mid, but costs them the Exorcism, which allows Liquid to walk right into that Roche Pit uncontested. Now let's see what Liquid try to do with this Aegis. And to use it as a deterrence, so GAIMIN Gladiators don't take any more of their space on the map, or do they use it aggressively and try to run at them? Right now, GAIMIN Gladiators positioned very offensively in this bottom jungle.
Radiant's bottom tower ain't a pretty sight right now.
Seeing some TPs out there going top, and they're on top of Zai.
Radiant's
He's been cut out. He doesn't have Stoneform at the ready, but actually the Sunder comes in from Mickey. Still the Aegis at the ready. He might be okay if he dies here, but no Metamorphosis will be up. Duraccio positions himself to start the team fight, and here comes Quinn in the backline. Silence onto 3. Popping the Exorcism as well. They take down Insania. As well as a respawn to Mickey. The Onslaught comes in, disrupting the side of GG, but it's too much damage. Taking down Mickey again. Boxy to lose his life. A stolen Onslaught grabs Nisha from wherever he was. And a solidly one team fight there by GG.
Radiant's top towers.
That's a savior buddy syndrome fight there. They think they can get to Zai, but Sunder looking okay-ish.
Radiant's
Ends
top
up
tower
costing
is
them the
taking
fight. They don't have
hits.
the firepower without that Terrorblade Metamorphosis, and when he's caught out of a position like that, it's just a bit too difficult. But this game is in no way over yet.
Towers taking hits.
Just 22 minutes in, kind of a sizable net worth advantage is mounting here, but
Radiant's top towers hurting.
the tier 2 still up. Anything could happen. Gonna be looking to see who secures that second Roshan in this game to really tell us the real story. Boxy getting cut out in the bottom jungle. He's looking to be an easy kill. He's silenced up. Another silence as well. He's down.
Loaded to the gills.
Yeah, Liquid had that nice response to the tier
Radiant's
1.
top
Once
tower's in
again,
bad shape.
falling mid. They take the Aegis, but they fumble their Aegis and lose an entire teamfight top. Now GG, the ones with the momentum in the game at the moment.
The Dire best do something about that bottom tower.
And Duraccio still in the lead. Been
Radiant's
holding
top
this first
tower's in
place net
bad
worth
shape.
for quite a long time. We see the heart, we see the Manta style.
Radiant's top tower.
And a tussle in the bottom jungle. They're on top of Nisha. He's silenced. A nice shallow grave, and Boxy's in with the nice trample.
Radiant's top
Ace,
tower
though, with
is
a
taken.
BKB, finishes off Nisha with the Crypt Swarm, and here comes the Song of the Siren. They're jumping onto Boxy. Another good volley of silences on top of the side of Liquid. They're having to turn and run, and Mickey, even though Metamorphosis is popped, can he get off Asunder? He cannot find... Oh, he finds a target finally. On an illusion, though.
You're safe.
He's just gonna have to turn and fight. Nothing much he can do here. He's caught out. And another team wipe here on the side of Liquid. Getting buried another 6 feet deeper. And just minutes ago I was saying this game, anything could happen. It's looking like it's pretty much fallen out of the hands of Liquid. Losing 2 big team fights like that. Pretty bad omen, and we're gonna open up the graph here. We're falling off of a cliff at the moment. And even Ace didn't have to use the exorcism that fight. I'm not sure if he had it or not, but wasn't even needed. These silences, the layering of silences have been massive in these team fights. Not allowing Liquid to do much of anything. Going on to Nisha at the tier 2 mid, they get off an early Shallow Grave to amplify that healing, but he's already dragged back in. Silenced again. Down for 50 seconds, now chasing Zai. He's been netted up. Boxy just died in the back. Oh, he was up the stairs here, but everyone's getting caught on the side of Liquid. 3 team fights
Radiant's
lost in a row.
mid-tower's coming apart.
Shadow wave.
Soon to be some tier 2s falling
Radiant's
here.
mid-tower's getting banged up. Radiant's bottom tower ain't a pretty sight right now. Radiant lost one of them bottom towers.
Do the wave.
A prize.
Mickey, he's surrounded by a lot of heroes. He goes in first. Mantis off a silence, and here comes Boxy, the layup. Banking some spells. He's gonna try to walk it off, but eating a nuke from the back. Garaccio now running in, knows he's tanky. Here comes the mirror image. They do find Boxy, and silenced up Zai. Looking pretty tanky here, and Mickey in a nice spot in the tree is able to hit from the fog. Can they kill anyone? But no, the Song of the Siren disrupting the teamfight again. They jump in on Quinn. Here comes another big silence. Mickey's been totally controlled here. Despite his health and his Sunder, it's looking... Yep, it's looking bad. Buybacks, they're running in again on Boxy. He charges in another onslaught, the grave, to keep him alive, but the damage has already been done. Boxy down again after his dieback. Insania will fall too.
Chalk it up for the
Oh, and a GG. 27-minute GG. Game 1, taken by GAIMIN Gladiators. They patiently farm in the jungle. And they take the team fight to Liquid. Despite losing that first Roshan, they don't care. They've got the timings. They've got the exorcism. They play around it beautifully. Stacking those silences as well. And showing Liquid it's not going to be that easy. So game 1, over.